Hello everyone! Whether it's morning, midday or evening at the time that you're watching this, I just hope you had a really good day or are going to have a really good day. Today I was going to show you my little grocery haul because I've just come back from the shops and I needed to stock up on a couple of items and I just thought I'll give you a little run through. Before we start though, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with all of my future videos, and let's jump right into it. So, to make things a little bit easier, I've just moved everything onto my table just to show you what I've bought. And I think we're just going to start on the left here and then slowly move our way over. So the first place where I stopped by is, I went to Chiswick to buy everything because I love the fact that they on the high street have a lot of like little farm shops. It's like a market basically, but it's all along the high street, so it's not just in one place. And they have a bunch of farmers there that sell fruits and veggies, and I love to buy my fruits and veggies there because the quality is just really good. And I always go there to buy my kale. Now it bugs me a little bit that it comes in plastic, but it's so much better than the kale that you can get in a normal supermarket. It's nice and fresh, and when you keep it in the fridge it also lasts for ages. It's so much better than any other kale I've ever had before, so I always go there to buy this one. Then in addition I bought an aubergine, probably for dinner sometime this week. I also bought some pears. These just had this wonderfully gorgeous color, and I think they were like 5 pears for £2, which is like a really good price. I don't always buy pears, but I'm planning to make a couple of recipes with pears, and if they go off or if I don't eat them all on time, then I can still freeze them or use them in a smoothie. One thing they always do at these kind of farm stalls is that when they have some fruits or veggies that are near the expiration, then they always pop them into like little bowls and sell them for £1 each bowl. And this is how I've gotten these limes. They still look perfectly fine to me, and I love having like a slice of lime and like a drink, or I generally love the like bitter sourness of these, so I'm definitely going to be using them this week. I also bought in the same like £1 selection, I bought some bananas. As you can tell, these are pretty ripe already, but I'm either going to freeze them or use them in a smoothie, and I've actually got some recipes I'm making today that need bananas, so I thought some ripe bananas could be very helpful. I also bought some courgettes, which I've got over here, and some asparagus. I think this bunch was like £2 or so. I just love asparagus, so I just bought this over there as well. So in general you can see that I bought quite a lot of food, so I don't know if I can say this is like a normal weekly shop because I don't have a particular schedule of going to the shop once a week. I just go whenever we need something or whenever I have the time. Now this one has been like a couple of days coming because we've run out of a couple of basic things at home, so I had to buy like a couple of more items this time, which I don't do every time. Sometimes I also go to the shop and just buy like 1 or 2 items. I mean, I guess it's the nature of my job as well, because I sometimes just need some ingredients for the photos that I shoot. But yeah, this will definitely last us for more than a week as I've stocked up on some basics, but yeah, I'll just give you a quick overview of everything. The second place I stopped by today is Gail's Bakery. I absolutely love the bread that they have there. I got 3 loaves this time, 3 sourdoughs actually. One is a white sourdough, the other one is like a seeded sourdough, so it's very dark, it has lots and lots of seeds and nuts in it. And the third one is a chocolate sourdough, and I can't wait to try this. It just looked really good. I'm not taking this out of the package now because I'm doing this all one-handed, so excuse me. Then the next shop I went to is where I got all of these little paper bags. This is from the Source bulk food store, and I like going there just to stock up on a couple of basics. Now it's difficult for me to tell from the outside now which one is which, and I bought quite a few things, so I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. But it's basically like a zero waste shop that has everything in bulk, and you can just pick however much you need. Oh, we've got some wild rice here. This is the wild rice that I've bought. I know I bought some regular rice as well, which must be somewhere in here. Oh, nutritional yeast flakes, always a good basic. I haven't run out of them yet, but I know that I will soon, so I thought, well, once I'm here I might as well stock up. So I usually try to go to Source about once a month just to stock up on some basics and avoid a little bit of packaging waste there. Here I've got the regular rice, so this is basmati that I bought this time. Always good to have some of that at home. Oh, here we have some raw sugar. I think for the first time in forever, I've run out of sugar at home. Like, I don't normally use sugar or cook with sugar. We always have some in the house for when there's like guests or whenever I have to make a recipe where there is like sugar involved. But I usually try to avoid it a little bit. Well, my bag just made a little mess here. But yeah, this time we've run out, and I know Nick likes to use it in his coffee sometimes as well. So instead of buying refined sugar, I just bought some raw sugar because I thought that would be a little bit healthier. But yeah, then we've got, I think this is the pasta. Bought some penne. Yes, this is the penne. And look how small these are. So cute. Such a cute size. But yeah, just some standard penne, always good to have in the house. Didn't have any left, so I stock up on that. In here we have some giant couscous. It's one of the things that I absolutely love. Whether it's with the hot dishes or whether it's in salad, I just love giant couscous. I know in here I can tell we've got my pecans. Just can tell the bag is getting a little bit oily from them. Pecans are my favorite nuts actually. I don't normally eat them raw, I just toast them a little bit and it's the best thing ever, and they taste really, really good when you mix them with sweet potatoes, baked sweet potato, a drizzle of maple syrup and some sea salt, and that's one of my favorite like sweet, salty dishes. But yeah, the ones that they have at Source, they are organic and they're quite big as well and they taste really nice, so I always stock up over there. Then I've also bought some pearl barley, like very similar to like the giant couscous. This is just something I'm really obsessed with and I love eating this hot or cold. So yeah, just needed to stock up. I didn't have any left at home. And then last but not least, I think this must be the puffed quinoa. Yeah, here we go. This is puffed quinoa. So I thought like maybe I'm going to make my own granola with it, or it's really nice to sprinkle onto breakfast bowls, whether it's porridge or smoothies. So yeah, so this is what I bought at the bulk food store. And then I actually had a super lucky day today because I got half a litre of maple syrup for free. It actually happened, I came at the right time really, because they had one of the containers for the maple syrup, it broke. And this is organic Canadian maple syrup, which normally would be really, really expensive. But they basically gave me half a litre for free just so that it doesn't go to waste. And as I didn't have any bottles with me, I just had to buy like 2 little bottles, but I can easily reuse them in the household. They're like 2 times 250 ml. Thought that might be a good investment, and then I have some bottles at home and have now a lot of maple syrup. It actually happened to be on my shopping list as well to buy maple syrup, so this was just a really lucky draw today. And last but not least, I also went to Sainsbury's, and you can probably already tell the difference between the rest of my shop and the Sainsbury's items because there's so much more plastic involved here. I generally try to avoid buying too many plastic items, but I also know that my shopping habits are not perfect with that yet. And sometimes it's just a convenience shop, or in this case, a lot of the things that I bought in Sainsbury's I just couldn't get in the other shops. But I always try not to buy too much, or when there's an option that has less packaging, I go for that. But let me go through what I bought. So I bought these 2 little bottles from Biomel. So these are Life Active Cultures, and I bought the flavor dark chocolate. This is salted caramel, which I've had before, and I really like the flavor of this. So this is supposed to be really healthy for your gut. And yeah, so I've had this one before. I really like the flavor, and gut health is always really important, so I thought, hey, I'm gonna go for this again, and I'm gonna try the other flavor as well, so I'll see how this will be. Then I stocked up on a couple of items from their World Foods aisle. So I bought some flaked almonds, not something that was on my shopping list necessarily, but I love putting this on smoothie bowls in the morning, or generally onto my breakfast, onto some toast. I think this bag was like £4, but there's quite a lot in it, and this will last me for quite some time. Then I also bought some garlic powder because I didn't have any left at home. I always find it difficult to find good garlic powder because in lots of shops they only have garlic granules. When you make sauces, etc., they just kind of make the sauce a little bit grainy, so I prefer having this powder. I also bought some chili flakes. Now this is something that I mainly bought for my photography because I don't really eat chili myself. Like I don't do well with spice. My stomach doesn't do very well with chili, so I normally avoid it. But for photos that I take, it's just really helpful to have some chili flakes to sprinkle on the top to make the dish look like really, really delicious. So this is why I bought some chili flakes as well, and I'm sure Nick will appreciate that because he likes chili. I also bought some curry powder, didn't have any left at home. Of course you can make your own curry powder. I mean, you can see on here like all of the different ingredients that this one uses, but this is more of like a convenience product for me if I need to make like a quick dinner and I don't have the time to fiddle around with all of the different spices, then this is an easy one to use. I also bought some sweet potato. Shockingly, that's not the shocking part, but let's get back to the sweet potatoes for now. Shockingly, I couldn't find any good ones on the market. Like, I was kind of hoping that I could buy them there unpackaged as well. One of the market stores had some massive sweet potatoes, but they already had like some moldy spots on them, and as I'm allergic to mold, I decided not to go with that and bought some organic sweet potatoes in Sainsbury's instead. I actually like that these are quite small because I sometimes like having sweet potato for breakfast as well. I like roasting it in the oven until it's soft and then adding like some yogurt, some nut butter, some nuts on top. It's really tasty. You should try it out. For that, these have the perfect size. It's like a portion size sweet potato basically. So yeah, this is what I got. Then from the fridge aisle in Sainsbury's, I bought these shroom dogs or shroom pups, and these ones are called. Quite a cute name. I don't know if I like this kind of image it creates in my head though. I've seen these on my friend Amy's Instagram, and they looked so good when they came out the pan that I just had to try them out. I tried the mushroom chorizo that they had at Sainsbury's. This is what I bought last week, and they were actually really tasty. So I hope that these will be similarly tasty to those. Now, this is something I was really excited about trying. These are the vegan croissants. So this is one like plain croissants and some pain au chocolat, and I was really excited to try them out because they're a new product, they're vegan. It's exciting because you can't normally buy like vegan croissants anywhere. But I also have to say I bought them now just simply because I was so intrigued and I wanted to try them and also share my opinion on them. But I doubt that I will buy them again because look at how much single-use plastic is in there. It's like firstly the whole bag, and then each and every one of them is also individually wrapped. So I don't think I want to support this kind of packaging waste. So this will probably be the last time I will buy them. But yeah, I'm intrigued to find out how they are. I used to love these kind of chocolate croissants. My mom always used to buy some similar ones when I was still going to school, and these were like a regular school snack for me. And with these croissants, they are plain ones basically, and I was kind of intrigued to see if they are like naturally sweet tasting, or if I can make something savory with those as well. I mean, yeah, sugar is obviously in there because there's also yeast, and sugar basically helps the yeast to start doing its thing, so often they have some in there. But I think I'm just going to try one of them to see whether they're just really sweet or whether I can make like a savory dish out of them as well. Because I'll be quite intrigued to some vegan cheese on them or something similar. But yeah, last but not least, I also bought some of my favorite yogurt. This is the cocoa dairy free. This was £2 in Sainsbury's, which was really good. Always really helpful to have. They're actually best before April, so as long as I don't open them, they can just stay in the fridge for a while. But yeah, I'm sure I'm going to open one of them really soon. But yes, this has been my entire weekly / non-weekly shop. I'm probably going to be freezing a couple of the items, especially the breads, because I bought 3 loaves of bread. I'm not going to eat 3 loaves of bread at once. I also asked them to pre-slice all of the loaves, because what I like doing is if I can't eat them fresh, I like to pop them into the freezer, and if they are already sliced, then I can easily like put single slices out and defrost single slices, because if I defrost an entire loaf, it's just bound to go off or to become like really hard before I manage eating it. But yes, I hope you really enjoyed my little shopping haul over here. As I said again, it's definitely more than 1 week's worth of shopping, but I had a lot of stuff that I just needed to stock up on. This was like a random weekly / monthly shop that I've done. And I'm sure I burned some calories as well because I carried everything home. It was a good morning. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw and if you want to see more videos like this. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all of my videos. And I'll see you in the next one.